Will the Motorola Razr V4 be a game changer? Well, we'll find out, because supposedly February 2019, Motorola, which is owned by Lenovo, is going to drop the Razr V4, a $1,500 foldable screen smartphone, next month. Now, we have images of the patent pictures that Motorola filed, and it looks very similar to a video from Tech Configurations where he came up with or she, I'm not sure, came up with a concept that's similar to this patent. It has that iconic chin, and it also has that thin, slim, knife razor-like profile to it. It looks cool. It looks similar to the original Razr, which I have one, and I rebought for a few dollars 5 years back off Amazon. Just 'cause I wanted to have it. It was a cool phone. It was iconic. Along with keeping it next to a Motorola, not a Motorola, but a LG Chocolate 3. That was my original one that I actually used when it was popping back in 2008, as it had a FM transmitter, and you could play MP3s off the stored media and things of that nature. And it had a circular wheel on the front of it, similar to an iPod. So that was like my first major device that I used in terms of listening to music with MP3s or what have you. I never got into the iPod. I never even understood at the time why I want to carry that much music. And I said, you know what, just let me burn a CD. But with the Chocolate 3, and it had an SD card, I carried a few recent tunes on there at that time. I used to play it in the car through the FM transmitter. So that was cool. I didn't have to burn a CD off the bat, and if I liked it, I could burn it to a CD. I know I would have that CD for some time. But the fact is that, hey, this was like a cool foldable phone. And the way smartphone technology is, it looks like, how much better can you get with that? I won't even say just candy bar, for lack of a better term, until we get into something cool and good designs. I'm sure this would be something ripe for the new Google Fuchsia operating system, but it's not going to have that because it's coming in February 2019, supposedly, as it stands. It could be pushed back a little bit, and I'm sure it's going to run Android because iOS is obviously limited to Apple hardware, and there's no really other good alternative. Yeah, you could try KaiOS to keep it simple and basic, but I think they want to give you the full access to apps, no matter what. So I expect it to run Android. I even expect it to be kind of cool for gaming, because if that little chin piece at the bottom somehow were to have some kind of touch display on it, you could use that for buttons in games, or use it as some kind of controls when you're watching video. So you don't even have to touch the video part of it. And it looks like there'll be a video screen on the front of it as well. And that'd be cool to get back to that, so you can check your notifications real quick. And being as a flip, it might even entice people to use the phone more, just so they can hang up on somebody and slam that thing shut. So yeah, the original Razr, I remember it being high price, especially if you got it off contract when it originally came out. And I think this could really indicate possibly peak smartphone design, because that's essentially what the Razr did. Yeah, there was other smartphones that came up with some better features, and Razr did improve on a couple other versions, even though it looked a little bit more bulkier, and the luster had kind of wear off, and then you had the chocolate devices that got people going, especially if you were with Verizon at the time. So yeah, this could definitely indicate peak smartphone. in my opinion, where it's not just getting the software right, where it's more about, hey, we can get the software to work with such and such design on these type on devices that look like this or that, just to give you more options. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool phone, and it's really, really tempting to get something like this. I hope it's successful. I hope it's game changing. I hope it really has that kind of aura around it, like the original Razr. They said they were gonna make 200,000 of it, but I assume that's because of the price tag and what they're going for. I'm sure they can easily produce more if it really catches on. So I hope those first 200,000 phones are really, really good and it's game changing, mind blowing. I hope we are wowed by design once again. I mean, yeah, we know the screen's gonna look good as best as it can, which is probably going to be, AMOLED foldable display. But we're just getting back into design, and it feels like, hey, we're finally getting somewhere. You can finally like express yourself a little bit through the design of the phone, and not necessarily the software configuration. I just want good, clean software, even preferably like Apple, but with different designs or what have you. So I'm glad to see design coming back. I'm glad to see that things are being refined in the smartphone industry. Yeah, and I think it's going to come. This Razr V4, no matter what. I don't know if it's going to be there in February 2019. It could get pushed back. It's supposed to be coming out through Verizon. So I know they're going to want to have it right. Just to bring that heat. It'll definitely be a conversation piece. So yeah, it's definitely cool to see what Motorola and Lenovo has up their screen, and I can't wait to see this thing in use. See the videos about it. See what people are saying about it, whether it be from the actual tech reviewers or just the regular people. It makes me even think about wanting to go inside of a Verizon store, and I ain't been inside of a cell phone store in a long, long time. Because I've been buying them online since the end of last decade. I think the last one I bought in store was that Chocolate 3 in 2008. That was actually at the Verizon store. So after that, 2009, anything else after that, and then we eventually get in the smartphone era. This is just me buying online, waiting for it to come out. And then after that initial burst, I just started getting a lot of used phones, either be it off of eBay or Amazon. I can't remember the last time I bought a new phone because I just was using. I've been using MVNOs for some time because they been up to par. So I get, hey, why not? Let me just get this used phone for a fairly decent price. Still good software, especially if it's a Galaxy or if it's an iPhone, and I'm in iPhones. Because last year I got to use iPhone 7 off Amazon, and I'm happy with that. It's good for making audio recordings, which I'm making with right now. It's good in terms of front-facing camera. It's probably the best front-facing camera in low light. It's 1080p. Use it for YouTube or what have you. Things of that nature. So yeah. I'm getting a little off track now, but that Razr V4 looks cool. Can't wait to see more of it. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.